From out of the man cave and onto the air, it's your favorite voice of ecstasy. It's John St. John with the best morning after ever radio show. 30 some odd minutes of happenings, discussions, and full frontal nudity. So put your arms around your speakers. It's John St. John.
Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you do have your arms around your speakers and, your arms are big enough to reach around them big, huge speakers you have in your house. Or
the woofers.
Or can it fit around the little cell phone speaker? I hope so. Anyway, I'm John St. John, your host of the Best Morning After Ever radio show, and she already said something. We're introducing her anyway. It's Cindy Lou, who's always happy to be here, and, what are you today? Beautiful, lovely.
I'm always lovely.
My lovely co-host, Cindy
never
Lou.
changes.
Never changes. That's right.
I know. Lovely and pissed.
And you're pissed?
I don't know.
What are you pissed about?
Yeah, you know what I'm pissed
What
about.
is today? Tuesday? Why are you pissed on Tuesday? Happy
Tuesday. That's right.
Because it ain't Saturday.
Wait, Tuesday.
It ain't Friday night.
Tuesday, 50-cent wing night.
Hey, let's go.
Hey.
Let's go for. I think we missed it.
Guess what I know I'm
Too
doing?
early. Oh no, wait a minute. It's early. It's not even ready yet.
Yeah,
I'm confused as to what the hell time it is. Anyway, we got a lot of cool things we want to chat about, but we've had an interesting last few shows.
Yes.
We talked about your whole lifestyle change. We've talked about, we've had just so much interesting, weird things. We had Richard on Friday telling us all about, where you can check out some good dinner spots while you're going to his theater stuff.
Right, and that's always a good time there.
Yeah.
Rich Gore, we really love.
We love Rich.
Love
we
having
do.
him out,
we just think he talks a lot, and he needs his own show.
If I could just get 2 more minutes to explain our love for Rich Gore.
He likes to do that a lot.
Just 2 more minutes.
2 more
please.
minutes.
We're out of time.
He likes to do that. But it's been an interesting week, and last week, and now here we are on Tuesday morning. I want to talk about things that you don't do after midnight when you're texting, and things you don't want to text after midnight.
Okay.
So they seem to be harmless, but not when you text them. Basically, when we're out on a bender or Cindy Lou's at the bar at Chaos, you shouldn't be texting me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, we want to know what it is.
And we're also going to bring up a couple other things. Let me chat about that real quick, and then I will tell you what it is. Actually, there's 14 of them that I will tell you about. The other thing I want to chat about, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to do this, is there is a show out there where you get to actually have a weird spot to fornicate in. It's called Sex in a Box.
Really?
It's actually I'm sorry. It's called Sex Box. Sex Box.
Oh, Sex Box, huh?
So we'll get into that. But first things first, what do you not want to chat about on the phone after 12 o'clock? It's referring to the fact that most people get drunk and, they like to drunk text,
Uh-huh.
So here are 14 things that you don't want to talk about after midnight when you're texting. You ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to create the scenario for you. I'm going to credit the article. It's from Elite Daily by a lady by the name of, a guy by the name of KZ Williams. And let's get right into it. So it's after midnight. You're laying in bed. You're unable to sleep. Finally, you're up on Facebook. You're probably hungover. You see a specific person is online, or maybe he or she liked an Instagram post. All right. Or worst, you're already thinking about this person before you got on the social media, and you wanted to strike up a conversation. This happens to me a lot. I actually do this a lot because I have crazy hours. Not only do I do radio in the morning, I have a couple other gigs I do, because until we start making more money off our appearances and some real sponsors,
right?
We're just happy to be here together, I think.
Right. I think so.
But anyway. So I do this in the middle of the night. But even if it's totally innocuous, you really can't send it until the light of the day without seeming abrupt, creepy, deranged, or all of the above.
Right.
And obviously, sometimes, the desire to send that message will just, go away. It'll dissipate, by the morning. So in honor of the odd pocket of time in the night, here's a compilation right here from Elite Daily of things you shouldn't do between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m.
Okay.
Technically supposed to be the quiet hours, but not for us, right? Anyway, totally not innocent text. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Why did you screenshot my friend's dog in my Snapchat story? And do you like me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I get out of there is yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. All right. So, okay, that is was that the first? Oh, that's an example of the totally not innocent text. Okay.
Right.
All right. Here's another good one. I like this one the best. Hey, how are you? Long time no talk. Just thought of you randomly. Now, mind you, this could be 1 a.m.
Yeah, no, you didn't think of her randomly or whatever. And I'm gonna guess there's a lot of guys texting the ladies.
I think Aunt Flo would want to text me at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
we should
I
get
don't
her
think
on
these
the
are
line.
the girls that are well, they might be these
I'm
days.
surprised she hasn't called in and stalked me. She hasn't stalked us since last week.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's funny what you just said, by the way. No, I thought you were 3 days ago. I keep thinking about you, and my willpower is at its weakest 17 minutes till 3 a.m., so I'm giving in. I won't take offense if you don't respond. Actually, it's better if you don't respond. I can never forget. I mean, I can forget I ever sent this.
Well, and what is that?
That is a is a weird text that is referring to the totally not innocent text.
Right. Well,
All right. I'm going to move right on. No, go
is
ahead. What were you going to
alcohol
say?
involved in these?
I
Probably.
would think so.
Yeah.
Pretty much in all of them. Similarly, the bait and hook Snapchat.
Okay.
Now, for people who don't know what Snapchat is, it's very similar to what's basically like an AOL online chat thing, only it's on your phone. Or it's similar to Messenger. What's another one it's similar to? Throw some names out there. What's
what?
Snapchat like?
Snapchat, I don't know. It's I think it's something that you.
No, I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
it's a messenger service.
Right.
But it's similar to AOL's Messenger, or it's similar to Facebook, but it's called called Snapchat.
Right,
You
because it
text.
actually technically does go away. I think right after kind of.
So this is the similarly. It's a bait and hook Snapchat. I don't know if it goes away. It's a good point. I'm not sure how that works.
Well,
but
who knows?
Anyway, you Snapchat. I can't sleep to someone, aka thinking of you. You then add something about insomnia to your Snapchat story, so you can argue I wasn't directing that only at you, but you're the only one that I actually sent it directly to. And
Yeah.
obviously, that's not what that means anything
No.
unless you want it to mean something. Okay. Another big one is the ask out. I don't know why somebody would do this between 11 and 7, or 12 to 8, whatever.
Sure.
This is pretty straightforward. It's also cowardice if you can't send it between 12 and 8 p.m. Anyway,
Yeah.
examples. Hey, you want to get coffee this week? Hey, are you free for dinner tomorrow? Hey, we should go and go out to a movie sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, confession time. I like this
Right.
one. This is good. I was reading this. I was laughing to myself. I decided my biggest regret in life is not kissing you 2 years ago. TMI.
That's
Another good one, and this I'm going to do to you this morning. Tomorrow, Cindy Lou. You were in my dream.
yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy.
I think I'm going to do that to Kingpin in the
You
morning.
were in my nightmare.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Another one. I don't think I should visit you this weekend because I'm coming for the wrong reasons.
Did he spell coming right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
confession
when,
time.
remember when you're spelling, that. Yeah.
Another one is the sulking text, also known as "you do nothing," and that's meaning you do something. You click through someone's Facebook album. You peruse the 300 plus photos of you in Italy 3 summers ago, and your laptop is dying. I could go to bed, or I could just move the charger closer to my bed. So that's that one. Another one, you accidentally like a photo, which I always think that's funny. I like to like everything on Facebook. I'm kind of creepy that way. But anyway, oops. You quickly unlike it and then hope the person never sees it. But what if he or she saw it and texted you about it? You could chat, actually, no, I hope he or she just didn't see it. So, yeah. Again, what are we talking about? We are talking about 14 seamlessly harmless things to never text after midnight. So, what's the next one here? This is, we did the ask out. Oh, we did confession. Here we go. You accidentally like a phone. We did that. Sorry. Apologies. Here we are. Apologies. Sorry, I just like that photo of us from 3 years ago. LOL. Except they're not actually laughing.
Right.
And here's this one. LOL at asking your relationship status on Facebook. That was an accent, but are you actually single?
Right.
That's it? You're not commenting on any of these?
No,
really?
I'm just listening here. I mean, it's a bizarre, the idea that keeps coming through my head is this is some poor sad guy, This is some
You mean the
poor-
guy who wrote the article, or the people that are actually
I'm
doing
saying
it?
that this is like this is the plight of like every young man out there in the world. Like, How do I get the girl to like me? What do I do? Oh, should I send her this? No, wait, that's kind of creepy.
I wish
yeah.
Aunt Flo would call in because
You know,
she's totally going to be
it's-
texting
yeah.
us in the middle of the night.
Right.
We could talk about who she's done this to. All right, next one. The messages that you don't want to send. You see the green dot beside the person's name on Facebook. Seeing that they're up, you start typing, "Hey, you're up late." Then you eeny, meeny, miny, mo before backspacing to "Hey." Then you backspace to nothing.
So I'm just too chicken to say, well, because
Hey!
you know what? You know what? Those little green dots, though, they're like, hey, look at Joe, he's up. And it's like,
They're
okay.
just teasing you.
Well,
That's what those are there for.
But it's
Just-
like it is
they
kind of like
they're just inviting you
there
to
is no
chat.
privacy because Facebook has already like outed you. Like, yep,
Facebook
see, I'm
is
still
the most intrusive thing in
It
our
is
life,
the
but yet
most
I cannot live without Facebook
right,
anymore.
and that's why
It's crazy. I'm constantly sharing shit.
You know-
People hate me for that. But you know what? I love anything that's funny, topical, just something I might want to talk about on the air,
Right.
just anything
Well,
crazy.
I think
like putting-
now obviously Facebook
on the
has
show.
you know a billion users or something like that by now.
6
or,
billion. I believe it's 6 billion. It's almost the world. 3 billion. 3.5 billion.
Really, is half the world on Facebook?
Half the world is on Facebook.
Wow. Okay.
Can
well,
you see some guy in the desert in Nigeria?
Yeah. So
walking around
obviously
with his-
we're not going to be taking it down anytime soon. But
I don't know about that one. The whole thing about Facebook is supposedly it was started as a CIA experiment, and that they're
well, it's a
behind.
damn good CIA because it's got everybody just volunteering all this stuff about themselves.
It's
We
crazy.
know where you are.
So basically, Mark Zuckerberg is like an MI3, or rather, he's a
Wow.
CIA operative, supposedly. Anyway,
I don't know,
I
but-
got off the subject. So that's the message you don't want to send. Then the other one is, the next one I should say, is the middle of a conversation starter. It kind of sounds childish. You shoot a text out that goes, "Yeah, that was so funny." Then you count to 30, but you really only reach 10, and then send, "Oops, that was my other friend." But what are you up to?
That's an act of desperation right there. Like, maybe if I just get her attention. I'm saying this poor boy. Sitting up late at night, like,
I think that
how do
one-
I get my,
Oh my God.
how do I get her attention? How do I get her attention?
Well, I got a good one. The
don't
next
go
one.
to her attention. Go to bed.
But what are you up to? Okay, this totally transitions from the conversation starter into the next one. Pretty obvious. I don't know why they didn't put this last.
Yeah.
Booty call.
Well,
The booty call text.
I think a lot
Come
of the
on.
younger people, they're just a little bit more straightforward about that kind of stuff.
Do we need to
There's-
say anything more than booty call?
No.
How about this one? This is always a good text, and I do this with my producer all the time. The Get Shit Done email. Hi, everyone. Here is the agenda for Monday's meeting. Maggie, have you reserved a space yet? George, how's the budget? Also, notice I am sending an email at 3 o'clock, so no excuses for not getting stuff done.
Right.
If your boss emailed you, and
This-
I'm sort of
This is why
I'm your
you're not supposed to.
co-worker,
Yeah.
and every once in a while I'll text you in the middle of the night, but I know
You do
you're a
text
night-
me in the middle of the
I
night.
know you're a night owl
Well, how do you know that?
because you're usually working at
Usually
night.
I have my cucumbers on my eyes and
You're bullshit. You're out doing your route somewhere. You're downtown at a hospital with your other day job. Because obviously, folks, we all have day jobs
Right,
here.
right.
We can't just afford to do the best morning after a radio show, unfortunately.
Oftentimes
The money we have made is literally paid for the gas.
Yeah, I
it's a
know.
shame.
Often,
Our audience is getting bigger, but it's still, you know what it is? It's just hard to get time to talk to these people, to get them on the show,
Right.
to do like, they call them like advertorial, where they come in, they talk about their business,
Mm-hmm.
and it relates to the show. We make a topic out of the sponsor. It's hard to get those people to just, commit.
No, you can't.
And we're still chasing around. This has to do something with our production staff here, and Kingpin. We're going to be doing more remotes, but I don't know how many we're going to be able to do because again we work. But anyway,
yeah.
I do call you sometimes at 3 a.m. or text
Right.
you. That's probably not the
Well,
best.
this is the reason
professional-
why you're not supposed to Facebook friend your boss. Okay.
you're not my boss. But no,
No,
you're
no.
right.
But rule
No, you're
number
right.
one. I mean, work is one thing, personal life is the other. I mean, don't mix them if you
What
don't
if you're
want
in love
them
with your
mixed.
boss?
Well, I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you about that. I mean,
Anyway, back to the story. So the get shit done email is probably not very.
I mean, if you're in a
good
relationship, you're not going to be sending that person,
no,
an email
no,
at
it's more
3 o'clock
like
in the
what are you
morning.
wearing or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
the next one, the call out.
The call out. What is
Yeah.
the call out?
You recall all the grievances others have committed against you, petty or not. You get worked up. you maybe get a little drunk, and then, of course, you're texting. Hi, Joel. I really don't appreciate da. Then there's this one. Ha, ha, ha. I'm deleting old text, and I saw you never answered the text I sent you 3 months ago. Do you have an answer now?
Yeah. It's not gonna help you out. Again, this poor boy that's trying to get the
I
girl's
just like
attention
this one the
in middle of
best.
the night.
The booty call. Need I say more?
Booty call, yeah, exactly.
The next one, we're getting close to the end of the list. I think this is number 13 already. It is. Yes, it is. The Alarmist. I'm not quite sure what this one was until I read it. Suddenly, whatever you have to say can't wait. You absolutely can't fall asleep without letting the other person know your feelings. I mean, any of these could be kind of an alarming issue. You got to get their attention at 3 a.m.
Right.
Booty call or whatever. But anyway, an example they're using here is you get your boyfriend going to propose soon. You don't even know him, but it's February, and he looks basic. Well, basically the bottom line there is don't get married is the alarming text I guess you're sending. That's kind of a weird one, actually. Then the last one, and finally the good one. I need my little drum roll here. Drum roll, please. Here it is. Truth or truth?
Dang.
Oh, thank you. Would you be upset if I broke you and your boyfriend up? And how fast is your average rebound? All in all, you probably shouldn't do any of these things, even in the light of day.
Well, that's just a ridiculous thing. Like, well, can I get you to dump your boyfriend? And how long is it going to take you to get over him? You know.
All I know is I'm calling you for booty calls at 4 a.m. Not you, but my girlfriend.
Right. Why not me?
Well, I don't think I'm going to do booty call with my coworker and friend. That's a little weird.
I'm insulted.
Oh, I'm sorry to let you down.
You don't find me sexy
Well,
anymore.
maybe you can come along with my girlfriend if you really want to get kinky.
No. We're not going to do that movie.
No, you want to be exclusive? You only do one at a time?
We're not making that movie with you and your
Oh, you're no fun.
girlfriend.
Oh, that he's referring to another thing we talked about last week. The lady that poured the acid on the guy's penis.
That's right.
You don't have any acid with you, do you?
No, but I can find some.
I
know a guy.
I got a guy.
I got a guy for that. Yeah.
You know, that's funny. You say you got a guy. I got a guy, and I
got a guy?
actually called the junkyard. I'm having some issues with my car, and he referred me to a guy. So now I got another guy who's got a guy who actually told me he can. There's a way he can fix the engine without having to tear the whole thing apart, or replace with a new engine.
Wow.
So I got a guy.
You got a guy.
He's my car guy.
So you know.
I don't think I'm going to be texting him right now at 3 a.m.
So you know a guy, huh?
I know a guy.
All right.
I got a guy. So should I be texting him about, hey, did you get that party over there?
Get that party.
That's not exactly why I
I
know
don't
that
think
guy.
that's good. I can wait.
We're talking about my bookie, but
Yeah.
that's code for my bookie. No, I'm kidding. No, he really is a mechanic that said he could help out, so that's cool.
Okay.
What did I say we were going to talk about? Oh,
I don't know.
we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come right back and finish off the show with this really cool subject of a new TV show that allows you to have sex in an interesting place. But we are going to take a quick break, and Kingpin can play that for us. We'll be right back on the Best Morning After Ever radio show right here on Slam Internet Radio. We'll be right back after this.
This is Todd Imperato from the Radio Asylum, also TEI Entertainment. Are you looking for a DJ, an MC for an event? Would you like us to plan a party? Come on out and see us over at Brunswick Zone, River Grove on Fridays and see how we do things. And if you like it, you can give me a call at 773-750-8307. Party planning of all occasions. We do it all. Once again, that is TEI Entertainment, 773-750-8307. Call us now.
Don't miss him any longer. John St. John is back to fill your ears with his goodness on the Best Morning After Ever radio show. John?
Hello? We're back.
Hello.
Should I be doing a booty call right now in the middle of the morning on the radio show? I'm
Yeah.
texting. Hold on. Let me text her right now. All right, we're back on the Best Morning After Ever radio show. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. We have a little bit of time left to chat about my next topic, which might take more than 10, 12 minutes, but I want to talk about it anyway. It's a new show. I wanted to play some clips, but I can't find any clips to give to the producer to play. So we'll just Kingpin, and maybe he can find something. I don't know. The show is called. We want to talk about this new show that's on. It's I don't know if it's on in the U.S. yet, but of course it's on. It's always on in Europe first, For some reason, the Europeans are just more hip, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, here's a new show called Sex Box. A show about couples having sex, literally, in a box. Another fetish. We talked about
because
fetishes last
this
week.
needs to be out there.
What do you mean it needs to be
I mean,
out there?
people need to like see this kind of thing.
I guess.
They could be interested in it. They're like, ooh, you know. I mean, I thought having sex was good, but you know, now it's in a box. Totally.
I mean,
Totally.
it's basically, it is in America. It's based on a British series of the same name. But basically, here's what's going on.
That's the first problem.
It's
You
been
know,
it
Brits.
was announced like over a year ago, and it finally has a new premiere date, ushering in a new golden age of television. This time with more people having sex in boxes. The would-be sequel to Deathbed, the bed that eats. Okay, I don't remember that being on WeTV, but this show is premiering right after Valentine's Day on WeTV. I guess it's a Valentine's Day tie-in. But in case you've forgotten, on Sexbox, based on the British series of the same name, couples discuss their relationship issues with a panel of experts. But then they go ahead and they put them in a box and they have sex in the box. Then they take them and they follow this up by more sex, but in a regular scenario, like in a bed.
Yeah.
Every episode's only about 2 minutes long, and then they actually talk about it for the whole hour after that.
Okay.
So that's the Brits for you.
Well, they are quite wacky, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
pip,
very
pip.
would-
I would like my tea. But here's the thing.
Trumpets.
I mean, it doesn't really get into it in the article too much, but let's just do a little visual here. I mean, are they going to be nude? Are they going to show penis and vagina? That's the part I didn't quite understand how they're going to do this on WeTV.
Well, I think that's quite
gonna be
permissible over across the pond.
Yeah, but it's going to be all like white.
I still think they do that. You know,
I got another good question. Is there going to be a glory hole in the box?
maybe. I don't know. Would they need one?
What was that look? You gave me a look like you were asking me.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see the
Well-
show or something like that. Well, I'm saying this.
Anyway, so this is a new show, but this is what I want to talk about. We talk about relationships on the show. We
Sure.
talk about things
Sure.
trending. We talk about sexual stuff.
Apparently
We did a little bit of politics here and there. We have interesting guests, but are we getting enough? I mean, do you think if we had sex on the show, we get better ratings if we sat in a weird little fetish type scenario like a box? I mean, I'm not quite understanding.
I'm not
the
understanding
premise
it.
of the show.
Well, I don't either. But I mean, that's because it's British, and nobody understands that.
Nobody understands. The
Nobody
Brits.
understands the Brits. I mean, it all has to do with the Bloody Queen.
But we
know.
TV is what really got me. And I didn't see this other show they're talking about. The
Right.
Deathbed. Did you hear about that one?
Uh,
Do you watch WeTV? You're a woman.
I've seen WeTV before.
Well, you're sort of a woman. You're half
Well,
man, half
I
woman,
prefer
guess.
Lifetime or Hallmark Channel.
I actually
That's
like.
what
I like
they always
Hallmark. They got all kinds of cool old TV
Yeah.
shows. But
Yeah.
anyway, the sequel was called. I mean, this is the sequel. They call it the Sexquel, like I said earlier. The show before that was called Deathbed, the bed that eats.
The bed that eats.
That's the
bed
show
that
is
eats
following.
what?
I'm just saying. I have no idea. I just wanted to bring up the article.
I
It
don't
was so
know.
bizarre.
There's all sorts of weird new shows on there.
But
you know,
I just
like-
can't see people. I don't know, doing it in a box.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know where the hook is. You know, that's like, hey, we're gonna have sex in a box, and then we're gonna talk about
Maybe
it.
they sexed each other while they're in the box. I don't know.
I don't know. I just it sounds like a stupid concept, but then again, was so
Just-
many other things
I
we see.
guess
on
this
TV.
is what society is coming to. We've got everybody confused about their
Right.
what they are in life in terms of their relationship,
I mean,
their
there's just
gender.
there's just a lot of stupid things
I mean,
on TV.
is this what TV has come down to? That it's
It
that
pretty much is.
raunchy that we got to do
Yeah.
a show like this now.
Right.
I mean, it is intriguing. Maybe one show.
Well,
This is a TV series.
yeah. I don't know how you can make a TV series out of it. I mean, they have had good. They've had some good shows. I think this before in the past, but usually they don't go that far.
Well, look, one of my favorite. Well, I like Jackass when it first came out. To be honest,
Yeah.
I mean that was
Right.
just total shocking. They're just doing crazy ass, stupid like skater dude
Yeah.
time of skater people do all these goofy stunts. And they got away with it, and they made a lot of money. They made a lot of movies. In fact,
Sure.
Johnny Knoxville's and what's the other guy that keeps getting in trouble? Steve O was like on drugs. They
Right.
keep making movies and shit. So
They
people
still-
like this stuff.
Well, they still like that. Yeah.
I mean, but
that's
how
a
do you-
different thing. That's
are they going to do like weird sex positions and show it in the box? I mean, that's
Well,
that's the part
I
of
don't
it.
know if they can. I mean, they can't.
Not
in
on
Ameri-
Wii.
Not in American TV. I mean, not on Wii.
Unless it's Playboy.
I mean, or maybe like HBO, at 1 a.m. or something like that. It's
Yeah,
getting
I
that,
could see
so.
it being on HBO because
Showtime or
I mean,
something
they
like
do
that.
all. Oh, I love that show that used to be on. Remember Real Sex? I used to watch that
Well,
when I was a
actually,
kid. And I used to
there was
really get
actually-
into that one.
Well, I mean, there was a good,
was
actually
real.
real documentary. I mean, and there was all those weird stuff. I mean,
Oh,
the
it
people
was
that
great.
like I want to eat off a human buffet or something like that.
Remember
you
when
know,
they
or,
went to the dildo camp and all?
yeah, I'm
There's
like
some weird ones.
That's
That's an old show.
yeah, like the human horses or whatever.
I think that show's
you
been
know,
on for over 20 years.
Well, they
I
made
think
like
it's still
they
going.
made like 25 episodes or something like that.
a lot more than that.
I don't know,
no.
but-
Oh, you mean series like Real Sex 25? You mean
Right,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
no.
that. And then
Yeah.
of course they went like down in the valley or some sort of I don't know what it was. But
Speaking of that, the adult industry is moving to Las Vegas, Nevada, and Miami mostly. There's no more. LA is.
yeah, I remember we talked about this last week.
Yeah, I know, but speaking of that, I mean, maybe these shows are not going to be shot in L.A. They're going to shoot them in. They're going to shoot them in London and maybe shoot it over here. Beam it over here, but they shoot it in a London studio. It doesn't even say in the article. I want to know more about this show.
Pretty fancy.
So everybody, check it out. It's coming up on WeTV the week after Valentine's Day.
Right.
Sex Box
Yeah, they're-
coming soon to a American TV near you.
Yeah, I mean I don't.
Now go get your tea and
I
crumpets.
mean, why wouldn't they put it on BBC?
I bet you.
Why
I bet
put
you.
it
it's
on the BBC.
BBC America. I
BBC
bet you. I
America.
bet you it's Simon Cowell producing this.
You
He
think?
produces everything from Britain. Anyway, on that note, we're going to kind of wrap it up a little early because I'm just getting tired, and we talked about enough stuff.
Wait, we've got more to talk about.
We
what else
do?
can we talk about? I don't know.
I don't know.
Stalkers, some sort of weird.
I'm good.
Didn't you have some sort of something else you
No.
wanted to talk about?
No, not on this show.
No,
We'll save it for next.
no. Wasn't there some
for the
sort of
Wednesday.
weird thing you want to do with that water bottle or something like that?
No, I'm good.
No.
We'll save it for next
No.
week. But I will tell people where to find us.
Yeah,
I could say it slowly this time.
because that's probably like important.
We have grown. Our audience is getting up there. The thing is, are we going to keep them? Are we interesting? Are we edgy? Are we informing enough? Are we actually trying to help and give relationship advice? I think we do a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Are we giving a relationship advice though? I mean,
We just give our opinions on a lot of
well,
weird
we give our
sexually.
things or something, but
perverted
we
thing.
haven't really gotten into like, oh, I've got
You-
an issue with this. And, this
You
person or
talked.
something like
You
that,
didn't like
so.
talking about Bieber. I was talking about Justin Bieber last week, and you were getting all weird
Right.
about it. You don't
Well,
like Justin Bieber.
Well, I mean, but that's Justin Bieber. I don't think that's really relevant to like.
He
you know,
is. He's like a sex pot or whatever you call, like a heartthrob. But anyway,
Maybe somebody
so
should put him in like a sex box or something.
sex box with Justin Bieber. That'd be
you know,
interesting.
or maybe like just a nice box and then fill it with water and no air
and drown
holes.
him. Oh, you really don't like
I-
Justin Bieber. What is it about Justin
Just-
Bieber
I
that
just-
you hate so
I don't
much?
know. I just don't like Justin Bieber.
All right,
you
we'll
know?
move on.
You
So
know, there's
anyway-
a whole thing with the Justin Bieber and
You-
Motley Crue, and the whole thing is they mention him and whatever. But
I like Motley Crue a lot.
I like
this
Motley
is their,
Crue a lot
This is their
too,
end.
but
This is their
somebody-
ending.
there's
It's
somebody
over.
Somebody asked Nikki Sixx about Justin Bieber, and he gave the bird up.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah, right.
and
You're
they were
talking
like,
about
and they
him
were like,
referring to Justin Bieber. Right, yeah,
you know, and they were like, hey, but then of course all the people on the internet was like, yeah, these are a bunch of old guys or something like that. I'm like, but well, you know what? Yeah, but
You're a bunch of dorky.
I'm like, but the
dumb-
crew's been around for 34 years.
You like following around a beetle-looking guy.
That's right.
Anyway, so here's where you can find us. We'll start with slaminternetradio.com, of course. We're on there every day in the mornings when we do shows. Sometimes we don't
Hey.
show up because we got a limited budget here and time.
What budget?
Kingpin's
There's
pretty
a budget?
busy. There is a
Did
big
we,
budget.
Did we get a budget?
We have a big budget. You just don't know about
Wow, I must have missed the last
it. It goes all in my stomach.
the last fiscal meeting or something.
No, we're blowing up, man. You just I guess you're just not realizing it yet, or I'm not sharing enough
You'll
of the
be blowing up
I need
that car.
oh
I
yeah,
got a guy.
That's where a lot of the money
I
is
got a
going.
guy.
Speaking of that, that's where all the money's going. But anyway, so Slam Internet Radio, Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio, YouTube. And the YouTube clips are audio with some video, but it's mostly just like pictures of what we're discussing. It kind of pops up, so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
So YouTube, iTunes, of course, Slammernet Radio and Spreaker.com. And, go ahead and look for us on even Facebook, Twitter, and you can issue Google. the best morning after ever radio show.
How about in the newspaper? Are we there yet?
We're not in the newspaper. We need to do a newspaper
We need to
column.
be in the
We need
newspaper.
like an advice column. But anyway, on that note, we're going to end another show, and we will catch you later this week.
All righty.
Everybody take care. And again, the best morning after ever radio show. Look for us pretty much anywhere on the internet you can find us. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of the day.